So welcome back. So this is part 2 of sequence. So in part 1 I have discussed 4 questions. So this is part 2 continuing from 5th question. So let's start this question. There are these are the first 4 diagram of the sequence. The diagrams are made from white dots and black dots. You can see here the white dots are there and these are white dots and these are white dots. These are white dots and these are black dots over it. You can see that. So you have to complete the table right here. So number of white dot is given till 4th term. We have to find out the 5th term and 6th term. Let's find out the sequence. So this seems like 1 square is 1, this seems like 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, and this is 4 square is 16. So this should be equals to 5 square. So 5 square is 125. Oh sorry, 5 square is 25. 5 square is 25. 5 cube is 125. 5 square is 25. And 6 square is 36. That's all. The number of black dots are given as 0, 1, 3, 6. So next term will be, so here you can see, here we have plus 1, here also, no, here is plus 2, in this case it is plus 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, and it should be here plus 4 because we are following like that. So plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 gives you 10. 6 plus 4 is 10. Then here it should be plus 5. So 10 plus 5 should be 15. Okay. So this is how it's we have to do. So this is 10 and this is 15. Okay. Then going to the next question. This is we have two connections. Either we can do by like this, plus 4, then this is plus of 7, 5 plus 7 is 12, and this is plus 10. So you can see that 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, right? So it's like 3, 3 we are adding in the sequence below also. So 22 plus 13 is 35, and 35 plus 13 after that 3, 16, right? So 35 plus 16 is 51. Yeah, 51. So this is one of the sequence you can understand this, or else there is one more connection between black dots and white dots. Let's understand that also. There is one more connection between those, but this is the actual connection, but there is one more connection. 0 plus 1 is 1, 4 plus 1 is 5 here, 9 plus 3 is 12 here, 16 plus 6 is 22, so 25 plus 10 should be 35, and 36 plus 15 should be equals to 51, like that. This is another connection. You can select any of the way, all seems to be easy only. You can select any of the best way that you understand. Okay, so then find an expression in term of n for the number of white dots. So for the number of white dots, we have to find the expression. You know how to find out the nth term. I already made one video, so you can go through that first if you don't know how to find out the nth term. Using the formula method also I explained you, and using the normal method also. Here we will be using normal method because yeah, for finding the nth term for this case, because it is having a square, right? 1 square, 2 square is 4, 3 square, 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25, 6 square is 36. So the nth term should be n square. Okay, it's very simple here. Yeah, this is okay, clear. And the expression for the total number of dot in the diagram, this is given. Diagram and total number of dot, this is total number of dots, right? Expression for that is given, the nth term for that is given as half of 3n square minus of n. So you have to find out the number of dots in diagram 8. Till diagram 6 number of dot is 51. We have to find out the number of dot in diagram 8. So we just have to put uh, the value of n as 8 so that we can find out the answer for that. If I put the value of n as 8, so it should be like 8 square there and 8 here. So we can get the answer as 8 square is 64. 64 times 3 is equals to 64 times 3 will be equals to 192, and 192 minus of 8 is 184, right? And it is 184. If I divide it with 2, it should give me 9 times 2 is 18, 2 times, so 92. So we got 92. So 92 is the total number of dots. Okay, total number of dots is 92. I just put the value of n as 8. You got the answer as 92. Find an expression for the number of black dots in diagram n. So we have to find out the expression for this case. Expression means nth term we have to find out for this case. So we have the number 0, 1, 3, 6, 10 and 15. Already this question is discussed. This type of question is being discussed. How to find out the nth term when the sequence is quadratic. Here the sequence is quadratic because it is following. We are not getting the same common difference in the first row. It is 1 over here, it is plus 2 over here, it is plus 3 over here, it is plus 4 here, it is plus 5. We are not getting the common difference in the first sequence, but we are getting the common difference in the second sequence. You can see that 2 minus of 1 is 1, 3 minus 2 is 1. So whenever you are getting the common difference in the second sequence, it seems this is a quadratic sequence. So what we have to do, we have to make it as a plus b plus c. Go and check this video. The video is already there. I explained you this how to find out another term of the quadratic sequence. If you don't understand here, you can go and just check it there. So I have to equate this 0 as a plus b plus c. I have to equate this 1 as 3a plus b, and I have to equate this 1 again as 2a. Okay, so let's equate. I'm trying to equate this two. Sorry, let me change the color. Let's take blue. Oh, this one. This two I have to equate, this two I have to equate, and this two I have to equate. Let's equate it. If I equate, first of all we have to equate from the bottom, right? So that we can get the value of a first. So 2a equals to 1. What is the value of a? A equals to 1 by 2, right? Then for the second case, that is 3a plus b equals to 1, right? This is 1. So 3a plus b equals to 1 we have to put. Same way last time we have part we have done 2a equals to 1. So here we are equating 3a plus b equals to 1. So in this we have to put the value of a as 1 by 2. If I put the value of a as 1 by 2, so we can find out the value of b, right? So this becomes 3 by 2, b equals to 1. So b equals to what? There is a plus sign over here. Sorry, there is a plus sign over here. We cannot multiply like that. Do it again. Okay, wait. There is a plus sign over here. So you have to be very careful doing that. So this is 3 times 1 by 2, that is the value of a, plus b equals to 1. So this becomes 3 by 2 plus b equals to 1. So b equals to 1 minus 3 by 2. So either you can use your calculator to solve this, or you can just cross multiply and find out. 1 minus 3 by 2 is 2 here, 2 minus of 3, right? Cross multiply. 2 times 1, 3 times 1 is 3, and then minus sign is in between. So b will be equals to minus 1 by 2. So a we got it as plus 1 by 2, so b we got it as minus 1 by 2. And what will be the value for C? A plus B plus C equals to what? 0, right? A plus B plus C equals to 0, right? So we'll put it equals to 0. So A is 1 by 2 and B is minus 1 by 2, and C we can find it out. You know that plus 1 by 2 and minus 1 by 2 can be cancelled, so C will be equals to 0, right? So we got all the three values A plus B, A and B and C. So we can put that in a quadratic sequence. You have to remember this quadratic formula, A n square plus B n plus C. Okay. So here A is 1 by 2 n square plus B is minus 1 by 2. So we will be writing minus of 1 by 2 n plus C is 0. C we will not write because C is 0, so it is not necessary to write over there. So we got the final answer as half n square minus half of n. If you put the value of n as 1, 2, 3, you can find the answers, the sequence you will get it. Okay. So this is the fifth question. Let's do question number 6. So this is following certain sequence you have to identify. 9 minus of 4 is 5, 5 minus of 4 is 1, 1 minus of 4 is minus 3, and minus 3 minus 4 is minus 7, okay. Then another term should be equals to plus of 4 is 13, so 13 minus of 4n, okay. So minus 4 we have to check it and we have to write unknown. If you don't know this, please go and watch on one more video for nth term is I have made it, find out there. This method is, I have explained you this easy method in that how to find out the nth term, and this is the nth term for that case. And this is really important because students get confused with this type of question. Let's understand it how to do. It is actually 2 square, right? This is 3 square, this is 4 square, this is 5 square, and here it should be 6 square. That is correct. That is 36. But when you are writing the nth term for this case, usually you will write n square because it follows the n square pattern, but it will be wrong because it is not following the n square from the first, right? If it follows from the first, if the first term is 1, then the second term is 4, then it will be n square, but it is not following from the 1, right? For example, if I'm writing 1, 4, 9, 16, 25 like that, so in this case from the beginning it is following, right? 1 square is 1, 2 square is 2, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25, so I will write it as n square. But in this case it is not like that. The first sequence itself, the first term itself is a 4. We are starting from 2 square, so what we have to do is, if I write n square and if I put the value of n as 1, so I'll get 1, right? So first term I'll get, so it is wrong. So because we are starting our sequence, we are starting our term in from the second, we are going to add 1 to it. We are not going to write square over here. How we are going to do is, we are going to add 1 to it and then square it, okay, because we are shifting the one term towards the right. That's why we are adding 1 to it. For example, if it starts from here, if the number starts from 9, then you should write n plus 2 square. Got it? If it shifts here, if it comes from back side 0, right, then you should start from n minus 1 square. And if it starts from forward, n plus 1 or 2 like that. So you understand here n plus 1, why it comes, because it starts from 4, but it should have, if n square starts from 1, but n plus 1 square starts from 4, because one step ahead of that, right? That's why n plus 1 square, not n square. Then Then if you do this question, this is 1 cube, this is 2 cube, this is 3 cube, this is 4 cube, and this should be 5 cube 125. So it is directly n cube because it starts from 1, right? If it starts from 1, it is okay. For example, this cube also, if it starts from 8, 27, 64, then what you should have written the answer as n cube plus 1, right? Sorry, n plus 1 cube, not n cube plus 1, n plus 1 cube. Okay, you can also verify by putting any of the values like 1 2 3. If I put one value of n as 1 2 3, you will get the sequence. Okay, you can verify it. So here the answer is n cube. This is very simple pattern, and this one is 16 divided by 8 is 2, and this also divided by 2, this also divided by 2, because 64 divided by 2 is, or we can also say it is being multiplied. 8 times 2 is 16, 16 times 2 is 32, 32 times 2 is 64, and 64 times 2, or division, right? It should be 128, because we are multiplying, or else this number is divided by this, we are getting division, or else we can multiply 64 times 2, 128. So what is the term, nth term for this case? I already discussed this one, AR n minus of 1 into D. So the formula is A into R n minus of 1, right? So first term is A, that is 8, into R is what? Ratio n minus of 1. That's all. Okay. So you can further split this 8 as 2 raised to power 3 if you want. That is also fine. So this will become 2 raised to power 3 plus 3 minus 1 is plus 2. So n plus 2. Okay. So this will be a final. Either you can write this one or you can write 2 raised to power n plus 2. Both are correct. Both are correct. You can take any of the answers. But this is the formula, you have to use it. AR n minus of 1. Then this is Fibonacci sequence. Fibonacci sequence in which you should understand the pattern. See, if we add the first two terms, the third term will come. 0 plus 1 is 1, right? If you add first two terms, 3 plus 2 is 5, it will come. If you add this 2, 8 plus 13 is 21, this will come. It can also be like this one. 1 plus 1 is 2, right? 3 plus 5 is 8, right? Anyway, whatever the previous two term, if you will add it, you will land up with the answer for the third one, like that. So you have to complete this Fibonacci sequence. 4 plus 2 should be equals to 6. 6 plus 4 should be equals to 10. 10 plus 6 should be equals to 16, right? So this is how it follows. Fibonacci sequence. Then you should reach 11 over here. The number is 1 over here. So, okay, how to do that? You have to see the number is 11, right? And then the number that should come in between should be less than 11 only. So it should be like nearby 3, or let's try with 3. If I try with 3, so 3 plus 1 should be equals to 4, and 4 plus 3 should be equals to 7, and 7 plus 4 is equals to 11, right? So this is the correct sequence. So 3, we started 3 plus 1 is 4, right? Yeah, like that. Okay, so this is how it works. Then here also the Fibonacci sequence is used, so you have to find out the number that is being used here. If I write 2, then 2 minus of 1 is 2, plus of minus 1 is minus 1. I'm sorry, plus 1. 1, right? If I write 2 minus of 1 is 1, and then 1 minus of 1 should be equals to 0, and 0 plus 1 is, yeah, this is also correct. Okay, so what we are doing, 2 minus of 1 is 1, and 1 minus 1 plus 1 is 0, and 0 plus 1 is 1. So we got this one. So this sequence is also correct, Fibonacci sequence. So I hope you understand what is the meaning of Fibonacci. Fibonacci is like when we add the first two term, it should give you the answer for the third term. That's how it looks like. So This is another sequence. You have to understand that how it looks like actually. So it is not 1 2 3 4 because 2 is missing here. So in this pattern, if one term of the sequence is p by q, what is the next term they are asking? Okay, so here it is like 3 plus 1 gives you 4, 4 plus 3 gives you 7, 7 plus 4 gives you 11, and 11 plus 8 gives you 7 gives you 18. And this is already there. Yeah, 3 is written there, right? CL. Sure. 3 is 3 is here, 4 is here, 7 is here, 11 is here. Okay, so they are asking that one term of the sequence is p by q. In the term of p by q, the next term in the sequence will be what? By chance, if one of the term is p by q, what will be the next term? So the next term should be actually, this term is matching, right? This lower term is matching. This term and this term is matching. So here definitely q should come. And this term is actually, the bottom term is actually addition of this two term, right? The previous. So bottom term should be equals to p plus q. So that's all. So if one of the sequences p by q, the other sequence should be q divided by p plus q. If you understand this pattern, it is easy to get it. Got it? This plus this gives you 4, and this is already there. Got it? 7 plus 4 is 11, and 7 is already there. So p plus q will be here, and q is already there. Yeah, like that. Then let's do the next part. So find the sixth term of this sequence. Sixth term will be equals to what now? Uh, So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fifth term is given. Sixth term will be 18. Will be 18 will be here, and then 18 plus 11, right? 9 and 2, 29. Simple. So for this sixth term, this fifth term we are given. So sixth term will be just like the same case, right? 18 will be here, and 29, because 11 plus 18 is 29. So this is the answer. That's all. I hope you understand this question. Let's move on. So question number 7. Find the next term of the next term and the nth term of the sequence. So next term, 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 plus 1 is 5, yeah, plus 1, right? 6, 6 plus 1 is 7, 7 plus the next term should be equals to 8, and here 5 plus 2 is 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14, 15. We are adding 2 to every term in the denominator, and numerator we are adding 1 to every term, plus 1 to every term, right? So 8 by 15 will be the next term. What will be the nth term? There will be two nth term. The top nth term will be different and the bottom nth term should be different, right? So the top nth term should be, because in the top we are adding 1 to it, and in the bottom we are adding 2 to it. So for the top, the nth term will be equals to, because the previous number should be subtracted with 1. So 2, the previous term is 2, right? So 2 plus 1n is n, right? Divided by, for the bottom number, the previous term should be equals to 3, right? 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 2 is 7. So 3 plus 2n. Okay, so this will be answer. So we are just trying to find out the previous term, and that term we are writing, and this with n, and we are writing the previous term was 5 is 3, and this with n, 2n. So if you don't understand this, you can just go and watch on the video that I have made it already, and it will help you. Okay, then find the nth term of this sequence. So minus 1 minus 2 is minus 3, minus 3 minus 2 is minus 3 minus 2 is minus 5, minus 5 minus 2 is minus 7, minus 7 minus 2 is minus 9. So the nth term is, so the previous number should be equals to plus of 2, for because we going right side we are subtracting 2, so going left it should be plus of 2. So plus 2 minus 1 is 1, then minus 2n, right? So this will be a 1 minus of 2n will be equals to, is your nth term. Okay, so previous term is 1, and this, with this we are writing n to it, that's all. Then this is cubic sequence, right? 1 cube plus 1, 2 cube plus 1, because 2 cube is 8, 8 plus 1 is 9, this 1 cube is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2, 3 cube is 27, 27 plus 1 is 28, 4 cube is 64, 64 plus 1 is 64, 65, 5 cube is 125, so it is 125 plus 1 is 126. So we are having a sequence nth term as n cube plus 1. So this is the answer, n cube plus 1. So this is simple questions, these are really simple question. So we'll do the last part, last question of this whole chapter. Yeah, it's less only, we'll do it, finish it fast. 6 plus 3 is 9, 9 plus 3 is 12, 12 plus 3 is 15, 15 plus 3 should be equals to 18. Okay, so we are adding 3 to every number. Over here, total number of mats, 6 plus 4 is 10, 10 plus 5 is 15, 15 plus 6 is 21, 21 plus 7 should be the answer, because in every term we are adding 1 to that, right? 4, 5, 6 and 7, so 21 plus 7 is 28. Pattern is finished. Find an expression in term of n for the number of gray mat in pattern n. We have to find out the expression for the number of gray mats. Expression is same. What is the previous number? Previous number should be, because we are adding 3 to this, left side we are going minus 3. 6 minus 3 is 3. So the previous term is 3, and we are going to write n with this common difference, 3 plus 3n. Okay, that is the nth term for gray mat. Then Marco makes a pattern with 24 gray mats. Find the total number of mat in this pattern. For the gray mat he makes 24. For Marco makes a pattern with 24 gray mats. So they are saying that he made a pattern with 24 gray mats. This is gray mat, right? He made a pattern with 24 gray mat, and we need to find out the total number of mat. Total number of mats we have to find out. This one, this box we have to find out. When he makes number of gray mat, that is 24. So how many total number of mat will be there? So let's find out the number of pattern. How we can do is, we know the sequence is the nth term for this case is number of gray mat is 3 plus 3n, and that we will equate it to 24. So if I equated 24 minus of 3 is 21, so n equals to 21 divided by 3, so n we get as 7, right? It means that pattern number 7 will give you 24 gray mat, but we are asked to find out the total number of mats, right? So total number of mat will be what? So this is 5, right? Till 5 we reached, so 6 is over here, so we are adding 7 to this, so over the 6 we will be adding 8. So then when I will add 8 to this case, okay, let me erase it and tell you. We need the 7th term, right? So till 5th term we are already given. So the 7th, so the 6th term has, uh, the 6th term should be having 28 plus 8, right? 28 plus 8 is 36. Then 36 plus 9, because after 8 we'll be adding 9 to it, it will gives you 45, right? So the 7th term, actually, because n is 7, right? So actually the 7th term for 7th term will get the total number of mat as 45. That's all. So I hope this video helped you a lot. Thank you so much for watching.